This is something we can remember, we can practice. If we sit close to a person who is dying, you should talk to him, you should talk to her, and touch the seed of happiness in him or in her. We should be able to recognize these seeds in the agonizing person. And even if that person is in a coma, we should also talk to him or to her. Because there is a way by which that person can communicate with us. There was a student in Bordeaux, France, who learned that his mother is dying, and he came to Plum Village to get some teachings, some instructions in order to help his mother. And Sister Chan Khong told him to do that, means to talk to his mother and talk to her only about the beautiful, the happy things in her life. And when he arrived in California, where his mother was dying, his mother was in a coma. Doctors have tried to revive him, to bring him back to conscious, but they failed. And the young student just practiced according to the instructions. He sat and he just talked to his mother. And about 45 minutes later, she came back. She woke up. It's very amazing. The doctors could not believe it. You know, the Fellowship of Reconciliation. When I first came to America, Alfred Hassler, who was the General Secretary of the Fellowship of Reconciliation, a peace organization in Newark, in New York, Nyack, New York. And he helped me to tour America in order to speak about the situation in Vietnam. That was in 1966. And with the help of Alfred and the Fellowship of Reconciliation, we have organized peace activities a little bit in Europe, everywhere in Europe, in Asia, and so on. And we have shared a lot of time together working for peace in Vietnam. And there were very joyful moments when we worked together to end the war in Vietnam. One day, Sister Chan Khong, myself, a number of friends were driving to, I think, Omega Institute in Upper New York City to give a retreat. We learned that Alfred was agonizing in a Catholic hospital not very far from there. So we decided to go there and to see him. When he arrived, Dorothy, his wife, and Laura, his daughter, were there. And Alfred was being fed with glucose, serums, but he was also in a coma. And Laura, his daughter, who had volunteered to work in our peace office in Paris, she was so glad to see myself and Sister Chan Khong coming to visit his father. She tried her best to wake up Alfred. Alfred, Daddy, Do you know that Thầy is here? Sister Chan Khong is here. But Alfred did not wake up. And then I told Sư Cô Chan Khong, Sister Chan Khong, to sing for Alfred. The song I wrote using the words of the Buddha in the Pali Canon, also in the Chinese Canon, the same text. This body is not me. I am not caught in this body. I am life without boundaries. My nature is no birth and no death. It goes on like that. And when Sư Cô Chan Khong sang it for the third time, Alfred woke up. You see, there is a communication possible. We were very happy to see Alfred awake, and I was massaging his feet to give him the feeling that he is there, he was there. And Laura said, Alfred, you know that Thầy is here? Sister Chan Khong is here? Alfred was not able to speak, but his eyes showed that he was aware that I was there, Sister Chan Khong was there. And then Sister Chan Khong began to talk to him. We have learned what to talk about. Alfred, do you remember the time we were in Rome? At that time, 300 Buddhist monks were in the prison of Vietnam because they refused to be drafted into the army. And in Rome, we have been able to invite 300 Catholic priests to come for a visual, a demonstration. And each Catholic priest wear the name of a Buddhist monk in Vietnam. Do you remember that, Alfred? And she continued to talk to him about happy souvenir in our working together during the time working together for peace. And you know what happened? After about 10 minutes, Alfred opened his mouth and said, "Wonderful." Wonderful, 2 times. And after that, he sunk back into the coma again. It was late and we had to give an orientation talk at Omega Institute in Upper New York. That is why we had to leave. But we told Dorothy and Laura to continue the practice. And the next morning, very early, I got a telephone call from Laura, and she reported that her father died very peacefully, without any pain. Shariputra did the same thing. While being with Anathapindika, he tried to water the good seeds, the seeds of happiness in Anathapindika by practicing the 4 recollections. And after that, Anathapindika was able to smile. They continued the guided meditation. Let us practice together, 3 of us, he said. Breathing in. I know that my eyes is not me. My ear is not me. I am more than my eyes, my ear, my nose, my tongue. Breathing in, I know this body is not me. I am not caught in this body. I am life without boundaries. The disintegration of this body is not my disintegration. My true nature is the nature of no birth and no death. Breathing in, I'm aware of the element of heat in me, fire. The heat in me, the fire, the element fire in me is not me. I'm more than the element fire. Breathing in, I'm aware of the element water in me. I'm not the water. I'm more than the water. I'm not caught in the element water in me. You know the four great elements, Mahabhuta, heat, fire, earth, air, and fire, air, earth, and water. Yes, four. Breathing in, I know the form that I see with eyes is not me. The sound I hear with my ear are not me. So the guided meditation help the dying person not to identify with his six organs, sense organs. It's very important. This body hasn't come from nowhere. When conditions are sufficient, this body manifests. It has not come from the north, the south, the east, the west. Before the manifestation, you cannot say it did not exist. After the manifestation, you cannot say that it exists. So you know exactly what we just hear in the Dhamma talk. And by that time, Ananda, the Venerable Ananda, saw that tears began to roll down the eyes of Anathapindika. He felt sorry for Anathapindika. He asked, "My dear friend, why are you crying? Do you regret anything?" Anathapindika said, "No, Venerable Ananda, I don't regret anything. Or maybe you didn't succeed in your meditation." "No, Venerable Ananda, I succeeded very well in my meditation. Why are you crying there then?" "Venerable Ananda, I cry because I'm so moved. I have served the Buddha, the Sangha, the Dharma more than 30 years. And I have never received and put into practice such a wonderful teaching like the one given me today by the Venerable Shariputra. The teaching on birth, on no birth, no death, no coming, no going, no being, no non-being." Ananda was still young. He said, "Dear friend, you don't know, but this kind of teaching we monks, monastics, we receive almost every day." Anathapindika looked at the Venerables and said, "Dear Venerable Ananda, please, when you go home, please tell the Lord that we lay people, even if many of us are busy, not capable of receive such wonderful teaching. But there are those of us as lay people who are free enough, who have enough time to receive this teaching and to put into our practice. So please tell the Buddha, request him to dispense this kind of teaching to us lay people as well." And that was the last request made by Anathapindika. Ananda accepted to do the commission. And after that, Anathapindika died peacefully. If you like to read the story again, it is in the Plum Village Chanting book. And if you are assisting, if you are social workers or doctors or psychotherapists who have the duty to accompany the dying people, I think it's very helpful, very wonderful to study and to practice this teaching. If you have non-fear, if you have touched the nature of no birth and no death in you, you'll be very precious element, condition for that person to die in peace. You will be inspiring, very inspiring to him or to her. Your presence, like the presence of Shariputra, will help the dying person to die peacefully without fear. I'd like to ask Sister Chen Khong to come and sing the song, This Body Is Not Me. I don't know whether she still remembers that song.
This body is not me. I am not caught in this body. I am life without boundary. I have never been born, and I will never die. Look at the ocean and the sky filled with storm, manifestation of my wondrous mind. Since immemorial time, I have been dreaming. Birth and death are only door by which I pass by, sacred threshold on my journey. Birth and death are hide and seek game. So smile to me, take my hand, let us say goodbye. Say goodbye till we meet again. We meet today, we shall meet tomorrow. We are meeting in all walk of life. This body is not me. I am not caught in this body. I am life without boundary. I have never been born, and I will never die. Birth and death are only door by which I pass by, sacred threshold on my journey. Birth and death are hide and seek game. So smile to me, hold my hand, let us say goodbye. Say goodbye till we meet again. We meet today, we shall meet tomorrow. We are meeting in all walk of life. This body is not me. I am not caught in this body. I am life without boundary. I have never been born, and I will never die.